back to Ron's Rides. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where today I want to say happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year. Santa has dropped off a little bit of something of a gift for us today. Early arrival 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia Ti Sport is the first production model to hit the lot. I have it here for you guys. We're going to take a peek at it outside, inside, check out the options and the price. We'll go for a drive in another video. The weather today, not too ideal, so it's pretty gloomy out, a little bit windy, so we'll take it on a drive pretty soon. Now, Maserati Alfa Romeo of Daytona, where I'm at right now, has got in 4 2020 Alfa Romeos, 2 Stelvios, 2 Giulias. So I'll be getting the Stelvio on video for you guys as well, and the other Giulia as well. Get everything out there so you guys can see everything that's new, all the new options, everything that came back, and what everything costs. So we're gonna experience all these cars in the next couple of weeks here. So with that said, let's check out the 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia Ti Sport. But before we start anything, nothing has really changed underneath the hood. 2-liter turbocharged engine at 280 horsepower and 306 foot-pounds of torque delivers a 0 to 60 in 5.1 seconds with a top speed of 149 miles per hour. So normally I don't like to show brand new cars in this kind of weather, and the same as I don't like to show them when they're not detailed. This car's been rained on and it just went back to detail, but I grabbed it out of detail. As you can see, it comes with the do not open seal that has been busted open, obviously from our technicians who do all of the PDI work on it to get it ready for the lot, because it is in transport mode when it first comes here. It still needs to be detailed and it still needs to be cleaned up and ready for the lot. As you can see, it's got all kinds of stickers and stuff left on it. So not ideal, but the reason being that I'm okay with this is because the outside hasn't really what's been changed. It's the inside. All right, we know that we've got new colors for the Alfa Romeo Giulia and Stelvio for this year. All right, so we know that, but we don't have it in a new color today. All right, so I wanted to show you mainly what the interior looks like and my first impressions there. So I wanted to kind of go around here. You do see the Volcano black. You do see the 5-hole wheels here done in a gray. All right, you do see the red caliper with the white script, Brembo brakes here. You do have the Nitto Edizione package here that blacks out the moldings there that will turn your mirrors black, but this is already a black car. Also will turn your grille black, which you see right up front. All right, and then that Nitto Edizione package will also give you the center caps done in a monochrome look rather than the colorful insignia. And then also for the Nitto Edizione package, you're getting your blacked out Giulia badge here. All right, so you see that done in black instead of chrome, and then your exhaust done in black. All right, looks so good, especially with the sport rear diffuser. I mean, but the black package on a black car, once this thing gets tinted out, it's going to look incredible. All of this stuff you guys have seen before on the Giulias. If you guys haven't experienced the Giulias at all before, make sure you check out my other videos on the channel. I've done countless reviews on these things, and I really want to step in the inside because that's where the magic happens. So let's get in the inside of this Alfa Romeo Giulia Ti Sport, which would be a Veloce over in Europe. They do the Ti Sport here for branding, but obviously it's the same thing. Let's step inside and see what we got. Oh, you guys know this is my favorite kind of spec. All right, with the red interior, the red guts, I love red on the interior of cars. Obviously, you guys know I'm pretty biased. My past 2 cars, or shall I say my past car, which was the Maserati Ghibli, red interior. My current car, which is the Stinger, red interior. I love this look, but let's focus more on not the color, but what is new for this 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia. So let's step inside and get a closer look at what we have here. All right, guys, this is amazing. We'll start at the steering wheel, the vocal point. Let's close this so we can hear ourselves think. Wow. All right, first, this is the Ti Sport steering wheel. All right, so for the Ti Sport, you're gonna get those paddle shifters in the back, big aluminum paddles, column mounted, like you guys have seen before. You always know where these things are, and Italians do the largest paddle shifters. It's obnoxiously great. All right, I love them. And then you have your flat bottom steering wheel. All right, stuff we've seen before. Biggest thing we're gonna notice here also, leather steering wheel. Very soft, feels very good in the hands. You're gonna definitely tell the thickness of it could be a little bit thicker in my opinion. I do feel like it feels a little thin, up at the top here, but you can see at the bottom here it thickens up, and then you have the new stuff, the perforated leather on the side, and you have the red stitching all throughout the steering wheel. Looks incredible with the Rosso interior. I mean, I love how they just really, I mean, contrasted this, and they thought about this kind of stuff. They could have left it black, they could have made it gray, but they made it contrast with the interior color. Incredible. Love that. That perforated leather looks good. This is new for this year, so I do like that. I do like it where it's in the 10 to 2 range, to where you would normally have your hands, especially if you're using your pedal shifters, you normally have your hands up top here. So it's gonna give you that nice cool feel right here on the steering wheel. And this steering wheel is a heated steering wheel as well. And then all of the buttons, the same thing. You will notice this gloss black surround here gives a little bit more flair on each side, kind of like a bezel around the buttons, but the buttons here are all the same as far as this package goes. Your start stop button, same right here. You know, for the Giulia Quadrifoglio, it's going to be done in red, but you do have it here, start stop module to start your vehicle, which we'll use in just a second. And then you have the aluminum piece right here. This plastic piece right here, not my favorite. You know, I think they could have done without it. I'm not exactly sure if it serves a purpose. I haven't been able to find anyone who tells me if it does serve a purpose, but it doesn't really look that good. Now for the Giulia Quadrifoglio, you have this piece filled out, but with carbon fiber, and you have the clover leaf in the middle, which we've done a video about that. Not seeing it in person yet because we can't get a hold of those for a while. But this right here for the, you know, standard 2.0 Giulias, not my favorite, but we'll talk more about that later, see if you guys like it, because I'll go over my likes and dislikes for the 2020 models. Like I said, we'll give this a drive. We'll talk more about engine options. This is my first impressions of the 2020. Now, we're going to head down to this center console because I know you guys have been wanting to check this out. Look at that. Wow. Super clean. I mean, super stylistic. Quality. I mean, just luxurious style. Italians do it right. This, I mean, we're gonna start right here. I sounded like Doug DeMuro for a second. This, I gotta practice that. But anyways, this gear select here, amazing. It's got a whole different feel to it. Now, if you guys look a little closer at this, you can see the perforated leather wrapped all the way around, the gloss black button for your shifting, all right? Your red stitching, which just is a beautiful touch to go with the steering wheel and the rest of the car, as you can see in the door paneling and everything like that. And then you have your aluminum trim, your aluminum here, and then the gloss for your drive selections. Incredible looking. So much better than the plastic look for the older models. And again, we will go over those. We'll do a comparison and contrast side by side so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about, just in case you're not familiar. Now this is an incredible touch. The aluminum surround with a little bit of style to it and that Italian flag. That is important. Alfa Romeo is screaming their heritage, and there's a lot of great history behind the Alfa Romeo insignia and this Italian flag with these sports cars. That is awesome. I'm glad they did something like that. You do have your brushed aluminum here. Kind of gives it like a carbon fiber feel, dry carbon feel, but not necessarily, but it's a great color. It's a great feel and finish, and I think it adds a lot of style. Again, the Italians are just all about style, and really, they're the most beautiful cars on the planet. So, I mean, it's hard to argue against that. All right, so another thing new for 2020, you have this gloss black surround that complements the gear select here. All right, so in this, you have your glossy black with the aluminum finish tip for the parking brake there. Nice, right? I mean, better than just a plastic parking brake button. So they definitely, you know, stepped it up there. And then on this side, it's just a little kind of, you know, opening space storage. Maybe put, you know, some change or anything in there. It's a very small spot, so you probably won't use it too much, but it's still nice to have there. All right, and then we're gonna move up. This is gonna be a little controversial because a lot of people liked the door that covered up everything here as far as the cup holders go that Alfa Romeo had in the previous gen models. Now it is strictly open, and I know a lot of people didn't like that when Maserati changed over as well. On their higher end models, they made it to where it was open cup holders on the side instead of the door. Some people like it super clean, super flush. If they're not gonna drink or eat or whatever in here, they don't wanna necessarily, you know, put those out for the display because they're not necessarily the most beautiful looking part or aesthetically, you know, just shine when it comes to these cars. So, you know, I think Alfa did a good job at making these look good. Again, they carried that brushed aluminum feel right over the top of them. They put also the gloss black around it as well, and they really did what they could. Then you have an extra storage pouch right here as well, so that helps, you know. I think that for what it is, it looks good, but I know a lot of people are not gonna like the exposed cup holders there. You do still have your same 2-track system for your driving selector here, all right, or your gear select, shall we say, shifter. You do have drive here, all right. You have neutral to go up top, reverse, and then P for park, all right. You also, if you want to go into manual, need to engage the trigger, pull down to drive, all right, and then push over for manual mode. Now you can also shift using your paddle shifters on your steering wheel, or you can use manual mode here. You want to get back to park, just press P, moves it right over, puts it in park for you. Same 2-track system that you're used to, just feels and looks a lot better. I feel like they could have did this a little differently, but again, we'll talk about that on the likes and dislikes. But you do have your USB port right there and your 12-volt plug-in right there. Same kind of HVAC stack here that you're used to, nothing too new there, all right. And then we'll go to the stuff that also matters, the buttons, all right. So the center console buttons, this is going to be big, but let's start up the car first. And there we are, into life. Now, low fuel, these things come shipped from Europe with low fuel, because obviously the more fuel, the more you have to pay weight-wise to keep the weight down and everything like that. So when they first come to the dealership, the weight. Now the insignia for the Alfa Romeo shows up, and then you realize, oh crap, it's a touchscreen, it's a new screen now. 8.8 inches standard all the way around. Look at that. All right, the touchscreen finally live. We can finally see it. We'll get to it in just a second, because we gotta figure out these buttons first, right? Before we even get to the touchscreen. So on the left, your DNA button, you guys know, dynamic, natural, and advanced efficiency. All right, dynamic for the most throttle response, the most sportiest mode. I mean, the one that you're really trying to kick some ass in. Natural, everyday driving. All right, that's just your stop and go, bumper to bumper traffic. Advanced efficiency, it is for pretty much cruise control on the highway. It's the best efficiency for your gas mileage. That's pretty much it. Now, what they've changed about these gear selects, and there's a couple of things that I like and dislike. They look phenomenal. They've definitely tightened these things up. They just have a little bit more style to them, but the feel, they feel really good too. I mean, the grips on the side, they really just make a big difference on being able to grab these and really being able to control them how you would like to. I really like the fact that, I mean, this is not gonna slip out of my hand. I have full control over this, and it just feels really solid. This button here for the DNA select is now a toggle. If I let go, it flips back to its resting spot. That wasn't like that before. Before, it was a little switch that moved and it stayed in that place as you did it. So if I twisted it, it would stay at N, not flip back. All right, so it still stays at A, but it flips back up to its resting spot. So that is a little different. So I'm wondering, let's try this. I'll put it in dynamic mode. I'm gonna shut off the car. Okay, I'm gonna turn it back on. And now I'm back in natural mode. So I can't stay in dynamic mode because it doesn't stay that way. It flips back to its resting spot. So that is gonna be something that may be a gripe on my list, because you cannot stay in the mode that you put it in. You're gonna revert back to natural. So we'll get back to that later. The toggle for the volume control. Again, it looks a lot better, a lot more prominent, has that same grip on the side. It's just, you know, quality. They stepped up the quality big time, and this is what a lot of people wanted. They got it. Your home button here takes you home on your touchscreen, and your settings button here puts you on your settings for your touchscreen and infotainment. All right, and then the big daddy here. This is the knob that controls all on the touchscreen. So this is going to be whoop, whoop, whoop. In case I don't want to touch this thing and get it dirty, you know, fingerprint it up and all that kind of stuff, I can use the knob here. This thing is smooth. It's always been smooth. Again, they kind of, you know, spruced it up with the gloss black on the top, and the grips on the side feels heavier, feels like good quality. But this thing just, it already was phenomenal. All right, move to the right to enter, move to the left to go back. All right, up and down for sub menus, and then you twist up and down here to move left and right. All right, it's as simple as that. I think they did a great job designing that, and really there's not much more to say about it, but that I like it. So let's step up here and check out this touchscreen. I'll have to go full in depth on this later as well, because again, this is first impressions, but full in depth on this touchscreen. Let's go over the options, the new driver assistance, since they're in level 2 autonomous driving now. So we're gonna swipe to the left and get kind of like widgets here, all right? So like widgets or apps or whatever you would want to call it, where these are sub menus here to where you were to click on them, you can see exactly what's going on. So this is obviously your maintenance, all right? 365 days, 1 year, or 15,000 miles. Not bad at all. You can tell this thing is brand new. So with that said, go to the oil. Obviously the oil is good. All right, we'll go back here. DNA system. We are currently on, let's see what we're on. We're on dynamic, but if I were to switch it over, you can see that you can check out the different DNA modes. Look at that. And you can put them in that DNA mode. Now I'm not pressing this hard enough, or it's a little slower it seems like. So you see I'm in advanced efficiency, lets you know everything about it, all right? Engine torque limiter on, steering comfort, shifting comfort, all right? Then I press N for natural, and again, it takes a second, all right? Then it shows you the engine torque limiters off, the steering's at comfort, the shifting's at comfort, and then I go to dynamic, which I said was our most hardcore mode, and then it's gonna let you know engine torque limiter off, steering sport, shifting sport. Also you have the gas pedal over here, sport, and the all-wheel drive. So that kind of lets you know some good stuff about the car and the different modes and the driving modes, so you know exactly what you're getting into. All right, so I know my gripe about this screen is it's a little laggy, it's a little slow. This is the first year doing it, so it's different things you're gonna have to work through. It can all be software updated, I'm sure, but pressing the back button, we're going back to these different widgets. All right, connected services, this is important. They're really focusing on safety. Assistant call, SOS call, Wi-Fi hotspot. These are things that Alfa and really a lot of Italian cars were missing, but they have it now, which is amazing. So if you need any kind of emergency assistance, SOS call, make sure that that is what you go to right away. All right, so let's keep going over. Driver assistance, this is the big one because a lot of this stuff is new. Active blind spot assist, all right? You have your forward collision warning, your speed limiter, your parking sensors, your backup camera. Unfortunately, guys, the backup camera is not any bigger than it was before, and it is not any greater in quality, even though we have the new big touchscreen. It's still not one of those things to where you're going to love it as much. Now, it's not horrible. It is not horrible. I wish it was the full screen, or I wish it was a little car up here, or it's just, it needs to be a little bit bigger. I don't even care about the quality as much because you got parking sensors and everything to help you, but the viewable on this screen, you have all this space. I feel like I wish they could have utilized it a little bit. But with that said, I'm glad that they do have it. Let's go back. No phone connected, so when you do connect your phone, you'll get all of your phone's data there. This does have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, standard, everything like that. But yeah, we're gonna have to dig into this system, but I really like it. It's super clean, and I mean, the Italians did a good job on this. Took them long enough, but they did it, and they're like one of those, you know, brands where it's not about who does it first, it's about who does it right. So they take their time with it. They come out with a nice system. I'm really pleased with this so far. Like I said, just a little laggy, but other than that, I mean, this has everything visually that you would want. I mean, its functionality is great. You have a couple different ways to control everything. There's not one way to do any certain thing. So with that said, we're gonna get out of here because we gotta check out the rest of the car. Unfortunately, I don't have all day with you guys today. You got some stuff to do, but armrest here. Reason why I'm pointing at this is because there is a new wireless charger here. Check that out. So that is where your phone would go. All right, and actually, let's just test this out. I'm gonna actually grab my phone here. All right, and I'm gonna check this out and see how well this works. Okay. There we go. Charging. Perfect. So that works. Awesome. All right. Wireless charging. Alfa Romeo, you've done it again. That is for your key fob, all right? If your key fob battery were to die, you can actually put the key fob battery there so it can communicate with the car enough for you to start it. We've had that in the previous models. We have that here again. Just a little bit more prominent. You can see it big time this way. But I do like how they kind of separated this between the two. It looks really good. And then obviously your aux cable there, all right? And both USBs, wow, they have, okay, so they have a C, and a regular USB. All right, cool. That's perfect. All right, so they're getting with the times. Alpha, I'm proud of you. I am proud. It's like a proud dad moment. This is awesome. All right, so the things that you guys have noticed before, that you've seen before. All right, sport seats. Have bolstering here, have perforated leather, looks good. Extra thigh support there as well. If you were to just pull it up, and there you go, extra thigh support. Looks really good. Doors, all right, we have the upgraded Harman Kardon sound system, so you do see the speaker there. All right, we have the extended leather package, so you do see the leather up top on the door and on the top dash with the red stitching to go with it. This thing is heavily optioned. That aluminum trim going around the bezels there. All right, you have all the stuff you're familiar with there. Look up, you do have that sunroof, all right, panoramic sunroof. You have this remote right up top here. This is actually remote controlled from the module here. From the back, it is manual, so you have to pull and push it manually from the back. If you guys can see me do it here. All right, so that goes manual. This is actually remote controlled. All right, and then pretty much everything else you're used to. This has a better high definition screen for the LCD on the speedometer here. So let's go through the LCD a little bit just so you guys can see it. I'm not sure if you can pick up the higher quality here, but we go over to the side here. I'm gonna press this button here on the stock here, all right, where the windshield wipers is. That's where I'm gonna change it actually. So I press that in and you'll see your trip there, all right. If I press it in, you got gas mileage. Press it in again, you're back to speedo. Now you can customize that stuff. You can customize the time and date, the miles, not the miles per hour. You can customize the temperature here, which 70 degrees here in Florida. You can also see your compass down there and the mileage, all that kind of stuff. So we're at 14 miles. We are in actually natural mode as well for our DNA. But if I were to switch it, you see it turn red. Red, that means dynamic mode. Switch it again, it changes the picture, which I like that. Natural mode, switch it again, changes the picture again, and you're at advanced efficiency. I like that they use different pictures for each one, and they just did, you know, they weren't lazy and just used the same picture and changed the color. Little things like that, the details, incredible. I'm going on and on, guys, but this is just, there's so much to take in, all right? Parking sensors here, start, stop here to turn that off. Your lighting switches here, all right? Same for the interior lighting. Same for your mirrors here. If you want to do your mirrors, move them left and right, or fold them in, pull back. And then your window switches here with your locks up top. I do like about this, when you do lock it, turns out red, so it shows it's locked. Again, small details. Let's hop in the back really quick because, I mean, again, I gotta show you most of the car of what I can with just, you know, quickly looking at it. Now, we're gonna hop back here. That's the sticker we're gonna look at in just a moment. I'm gonna move that over and I'm gonna hop back here to show you guys the space. All right, I'm 5'11". That's my space. Right now, I was sitting comfortably up front. So you can see I have tons of room. The back side of this sports seat is going to curve in a little bit to make room for people who, you know, don't have as much room, but they do have that knee space right there. So they have the indentation, so where they can move their knees around. So that does help out as well. But man, it feels good back here. You do have the sports seat, so you have the bolstering there as well. You have the same perforated leather. Cup holders right down there in the center. All three seats do fold down, all right, but no middle feed through here, all right? So that's, you see it, I mean, that's screwed in right up there. So you're not pulling this down, but all three seats fold down. So if I want to do a middle feed through, I just pull this tab, pull down, and it's that easy. Right there, back to the truck. As you guys can see my backpack right there. So, I mean, it's just, it's that simple to get to. I could just grab something, pull it up, and then easily, bam, that's it. I mean, so let's check out the trunk space. As you guys can see, I do have the key fob here. All right, unlock, lock, remote start, and pop the trunk there with the panic button. Nice Alfa Romeo insignia here. I believe that is new. I don't think I remember seeing that on the older models. So that is a nice little touch. And then on the back side, you have your Alfa Romeo insignia in the monochrome. I think that is a new look. You know what, now I'm gonna have to go grab another key to check that out. But if you guys know for sure, if you guys have an Alfa, you guys can just go check for yourselves. Yeah, I think that's a new little script there. So let's get back to it. Press that twice and we'll open up the trunk. All right, so no power trunk, so it's just gonna fling open. I mean, it just shoots and you're up. There's no in between, okay? So it's not like it's just kind of gliding up. It's gonna go all the way up. Same amount of space before, and I haven't checked the specs on it yet because I wasn't even expecting this to be here so soon. Same amount of space before. Again, super dirty, guys, because this hasn't been detailed. We got this before you even hit the lot. All right, so I wanted to make sure that I got this to you. Lift up, not much under here at all. Couple tools, that's it. You're probably wondering, well, where's your battery? As it's always been, twist and pull, tucked away on the side there. All right, not bad, right? There we go. All 3 seats fold down. Lever here. All right, that's the fold down the left-hand side. Lever here. It's the fold down the right-hand side, passenger side. And then the middle will come down as well. So I wanted to give you guys a good view of the bi-xenon headlights, same that you've seen on Alfa Romeo before, with the turn signals and the LED running lights. Now, a big thing that people want to really rally about was LED headlights for 2020 on Alfa Romeos. Again, with it being a mid-cycle refresh, they can't do everything in the first refresh. So the bi-xenon headlights, they kept in. The LEDs, they left off. Still looks phenomenal. I think that, you know, it's not necessarily needed. The big refresh was done in the interior, which that was needed, and they did it. So I'm not too mad about it. Now, you do have the turn signals right there on the side of the mirrors, and then you have the sinister looking LEDs on the rear. Same that you've seen before. Turn signals right there as well. So you can see that they look really good with the Netto Edizione package blacked out on the Giulia emblem and right there on the exhaust tips. So here's what you've been waiting for, the 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia Ti Sport rear-wheel drive. The base price, $41,345 US. After all the options added here, we're looking at a total price of $51,790. All right, with that destination charge tacked to it, $1,295. Now with this, you get your basic cover of the warranty, 4 years, 50,000 miles, with the powertrain, 4 years, 50,000 miles, and your roadside assistance with the certain restrictions that apply. All right, and then your fuel economy there, 27 combined city and highway, 24 city, 33 highway. All right, so pretty what we were used to before as far as prices and warranties and everything. Now let's talk about these options. All right, exterior color, volcano metallic black. Your interior is black and red with the leather seats, sport leather seats, the 2-liter engine with the 280 horsepower, turbocharged inline 4, and the HP automatic ZF transmission. Let's talk about the good stuff first. Optional equipment. All right, so may replace standard equipment, which, hey, that Volcano Black, $600 for the upcharge there, same as before. The TI Sport rear-wheel drive package, $3,000. Now, I'm not exactly sure if I'm right here, but I think that went up in price a little bit, but for good reason, because you got more stuff as far as the interior goes. But you see, it shows you 19-inch wheels there, shows you color brake calipers, sport leather seats, your perforated leather shift knob, okay, yep, stuff like that. That's why it's going up in price. You have your black headliner, you have your manual adjustable thigh support, you have your gloss black window surround moldings, all that kind of stuff, all right? You have your active blind spot package, which is $650. That's your active blind spot assist and your automatic dimming exterior mirrors. You have your leather dash and upper doors, all right? So that extended leather package at $1,100. You also have the air quality system, the Netto Edizione Sport package, which is $850, all right? So your dark meat on finishes, your badging and tips, and then you also have the dual pane sunroof at $1,350, and you have your gloss black shark fin antenna with it, the 14 speaker Harman Kardon premium sound upgrade, all right? Your wireless charging pad, which is $200 for wireless charging, not standard, guys, $200 option, all right? Your gloss red calipers with the script, and your Alpha Connect for a 1-year free trial. Now let's go to our standard options to see what you get specifically with this TI model. Let's kind of get that zoomed in. We'll slowly go over this because I'm not going to read every single one of these guys. But Apple CarPlay, Android Auto standard, 8.8-inch touchscreen standard. You do have the heated steering wheel, heated seats, all right, driver's seat memory. You have the carbon fiber drive shaft, start stop, remote start, everything like that. So make sure you guys slow it down just in case you need to see everything that's standard in this car. And again, let's try to see if we can zoom in a little bit. Keep it, there we go. So you guys can see those features a lot better, a lot more focused. Slow it down for you guys. That's everything standard with the 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia Ti Sport. I'm excited. What do you guys think? So guys, one last spin around the 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia Ti Sport. Look at this thing. Tell me what you guys think. The exterior, again, you've seen it before. That doesn't make it any less special because it still looks clean with this spec. The interior is what you guys really came for and what you want to see as far as the refresh goes. Now, the exterior options, we do have colors that will be here that we need to see. 5 new colors that Alfa Romeo added this year. All right, so we will be checking those out shortly as soon as they come in. But what do you guys think about the Alfa Romeo Ti Sport for 2020? Let me know in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Getting a thumbs up helps get it up in the rankings, helps the channel, and more people will see this video on the 2020 Alfa Romeo Giulia Ti Sport. Now, if you guys want to help further support the channel, you can always check out the Ron's Rides links down below. I have a one-time donation link to my PayPal in case you guys want to donate $1 or $2 to the channel. Help support your boy, I appreciate it. You can also check out the Patreon in case you want to be a monthly subscriber there. Or you can just check out the Ron's Rides merch. I have my t-shirts, coffee mugs, stickers, everything like that. Make sure you guys rep that Ron's Rides gear. Now with that said, I also have my social media down below. You guys check that out because I post stuff on my social media that I cannot post on YouTube. So make sure you go check the links out for that. And you gotta subscribe and click that notification bell for more Ron's Rides videos because I'm gonna have a lot more content. The 2020s are gonna be coming in. You guys are not gonna wanna miss all the new stuff, all the new colors, everything I'm gonna be showing you for Alfa Romeo coming up. I mean, Stelvios too, and when the Quadrifolios come in. So make sure you guys click that notification bell so you can get the video straight to your inbox after you subscribe. Now with that said, you guys be blessed. Have a great day. Thank you so much for tuning in. We're gonna dive a lot deeper into these cars in the next coming weeks. So be ready, guys. We will talk to you in the next Ron's Rides video. Peace.